Good morning, Fletcher. I'm Jack, and this is an all-new episode of FNN. First up, in honor of Black History Month, we have an interview with Miss Dudiak.
This February, in 5th grade, we're celebrating Black History Month. It's important to celebrate and honor all the many accomplishments that Black Americans have made, despite a history of racism and prejudice in our country. In 5th grade, our students are reviewing the Martin Luther King I Have a Dream speech, and they've written their dreams for their families, our school community, and our community at large. We're also using accomplishments by Black Americans to work on our writing at the sentence level. So students are learning about Bessie Coleman, Harriet Tubman, Katherine Johnson, and using those accomplishments to work on their writing and improve their recognition and critical thinking skills, and learning about that topic at the same time. I think it's really wonderful that we continue to celebrate these achievements and highlight the amazing things that people are doing to make our world a better place.
Next, we will hear from Miss Burgher about some of her favorite Black artists.
Why is learning about Black artists important? Black artists have historically been underrepresented in the mainstream art world. Black artists have made significant contributions to various art movements throughout history. Promoting the work of Black artists contributes to broader conversations about social justice and equity within the art world and society at large. It changes institutional biases and helps create a more inclusive and diverse cultural landscape. One of my favorite artists is Romare Bearden. Romare Bearden is a predominant American artist who was born here in Charlotte, North Carolina in 1911. He created art celebrating the Black American experience. Bearden found his voice by creating collages made out of cut and torn photographs found in popular magazines that he then reassembled into visually powerful statements on African American life. The artist's subject matter encompassed Harlem, traveling trains, migrants, the rural South, jazz and blues musicians, and African American religion and spirituality. Late in his life, the artist established the Romare Bearden Foundation to aid in the education and training of talented art students. Bearden remains revered as a highly esteemed artist of the 20th century. Learn more about Romare Bearden at theartstory.org.
2024 is a leap year. That means there are 29 days in February instead of 28. The reason there are leap days and years is because of the Earth's orbit. The amount of days it takes the Earth to complete a full revolution around the sun is not a whole number. The leap day every 4 years allows the orbit to catch up. The question of the week is, what would you like to do with an extra 24 hours?
If I had an extra day, I would probably go on some roller coasters, go to Carowinds, and then probably play some baseball.
If I had an extra 24 hours, I'd probably just drive race cars all the time and just probably go on a run for a long time and maybe shoot basketball.
If I have an extra 24 hours, I would like to spend it at Walt Disney World.
I would probably watch lots of TV. I would probably go eat some ice cream.
If I had an extra 24 hours, I think I would spend it with my horse. We would have some fun playing in the pasture together and maybe go for a trail ride.
I would probably play Fortnite. Yeah. I would take care of my pet ants. I would probably play with my friends or have a sleepover or watch a movie.
What would I do with an extra 24 hours? think I would play golf with my boys. I would have a band practice, and I would eat chocolate.
So I would do, I would go to Arkansas.
If I had an extra 24 hours, I would probably go to Target and Starbucks and maybe a trip to the mountains.
If I had an extra 24 hours, well, whenever I do, I want to sleep and I want to eat.
Today is Stand Up to Bullying Day. Here's more about bullying and how you can stand up to it.
This school is filled with students who are so empathetic and compassionate and caring. And whenever they see a classmate struggling, I often see my students step up to be upstanders. And some of the favorite ways that I've seen them be upstanders is by starting a new game. If the person not being included doesn't feel comfortable joining that first game, they'll start a new game so that individual has a game to play with other people. I've seen them go out of their way to include the classmates in other activities, or go out of their way to pick topics of conversation that would influence or include that student more. And it's just they know how to make a difference as being a buffer of kindness, and they never underestimate that those little moments of kindness can make all the difference to classmates and students who are struggling, and I'm very proud of them.
FNN, and I'm here with
Sebastian.
And we'd like to know what you think it is to be an upstander.
Well, what it is to be an upstander is when you see something happening that's not right and should not be happening, is you stand up. Whether or not you feel comfortable doing it, you can stand up personally, or you can go get an adult or someone who you trust and they will handle it properly.
Thanks for sharing. Hi, I'm with FNN, and I'm here with
Charlie.
And we'd like to know how you think we could create a culture of kindness here at Fletcher.
Well, I think we could create a better culture of kindness if we respect one another as individuals and keep in mind that we're not going to agree on everything. But that doesn't mean we have to be mean to each other about it. We just respect each other and find similarities instead of all the differences that we have from one another.
Thanks for sharing.
Yep.
How do we create a culture of kindness and respect in our school?
We can try to understand other people's struggles in life.
That's a great answer. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm with FNN, and I'm here with
Michael.
And we'd like to know how you think we could create a culture of kindness.
I think we can create a culture of kindness and respect in the world where the way I think we can do it is people need to start being more nice to each other and talk to each other, because we have, our world is so separated and divided right now, and there's a lot of hate in this world, but I do think that could change. I mean, it's probably going to. I do think it could change if people just start being more nice to each other.
Yeah, thanks for sharing.
Next question is, how do we create a culture of kindness and respect in our school?
By being open to everyone and understanding everyone's differences.
That's a great answer. Thank you.
Please stand to pledge allegiance to some of our fourth graders.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Why did the picture go to jail?
Because it was framed.
Stay tuned for another graphic with more information about leap year. That's it for this week. See you next time on FNN.
Just a reminder that submissions for Lit Mag are due next Friday, March 1st.